Hello, Heartland fans. The moment we've all been waiting for has arrived, and it's bigger than anything we could have imagined. Amy Fleming, the heart of Heartland, is about to face a life-changing twist, a surprise pregnancy that will shake her world to its core. With her past love for Ty and her growing bond with Nathan, this revelation sparks questions, emotions, and challenges that will leave everyone wondering who will stand by Amy's side in this next chapter. Stay tuned, because this story will redefine love, family, and everything in between. This isn't just another chapter in Amy's story, it's a seismic shift that brings questions no one saw coming. Who is the father? Is it Ty, the love of her life whose memory continues to anchor her? Or Nathan, the man who's patiently helped her rebuild her world? For years, Amy has been the glue holding Heartland together, but this new chapter forces her to reevaluate everything: her past, her present, and the future she wants for herself, her daughter Lindy, and the baby on the way. Will this pregnancy bring Amy closer to healing, or will it open old wounds that threaten to tear her world apart? This shocking twist doesn't just impact Amy, it reverberates through everyone at Heartland, from Jack's wisdom to Lisa's nurturing guidance, and even Lindy's place in this evolving family. This season sets the stage for the most emotional and dramatic journey Heartland has ever seen. Join us as we dive into Amy's heart-wrenching choices, the relationships tested by this news, and what it means for the future of the ranch and the family fans have grown to love. One thing's for certain: Heartland will never be the same again. Her relationship with Ty has been profoundly perplexing, set apart by anguish, including his inauspicious passing and the waiting sadness she has conveyed from that point forward. Ty was something other than a spouse; he was her anchor, her compatriot, and the dad of her little girl, Lindy. Amy's heart has never completely recuperated from his misfortune, and continuing on has been everything except straightforward. Then, at that point, there's Nathan, who has discreetly ventured into Amy's life, offering an alternate sort of adoration. Nathan isn't attached to the past; he addresses a new beginning, another section where Amy can revamp and recuperate. His immovable help has assisted Amy with confronting a portion of her haziest minutes, and their association has just developed further after some time. In any case, presently, with this pregnancy, nothing is straightforward. Is it Ty's youngster or Nathan's? The possibility that the two men could have a case to this new life is a wellspring of extreme inner unrest for Amy. In numerous ways, Amy is gotten between two universes. The past with Ty addresses a day-to-day existence that used to be an affection so significant it formed who she is today. The future with Nathan, then again, offers something obscure yet encouraging: an opportunity to push ahead and embrace an alternate sort of satisfaction. This pregnancy, while unforeseen, features the intricacy of Amy's heart and brain. She is confronted with a choice that could perpetually change her connections, and the stakes couldn't be higher. As Amy processes this news, we see her battle to accommodate her sentiments. She knows this kid, whether Ty's or alternately Nathan's, will always attach her to the two men. The feeling of obligation that accompanies parenthood is enormous. However, for Amy, this excursion isn't just about having a youngster. It's tied in with understanding how this pregnancy affects her connections and her future. Amy's apprehension about settling on some unacceptable decision and disturbing the sensitive equilibrium she has endeavored to keep up with is overpowering. She realizes she can't maintain this mystery for a really long time, and the prospect of informing the two men adds to the close-to-home weight she's conveying. As the story unfurls, one thing is clear: Heartland won't ever go back. Amy's pregnancy denotes a defining moment that will echo through each side of her life, passing on fans anxious to see what occurs straight away. Amy is overwhelmed with a feeling of fear, realizing that the two men will serious areas of strength for have unmistakable responses. Ty, with his waiting adoration and unsettled feelings, and Nathan, with his calm yet confident assumptions for their future, bring a hurricane of vulnerability. Amy doesn't know she's prepared to confront both of their reactions. However, reality can't remain stowed away for eternity. The insight about the pregnancy denotes the start of a profound tempest. As Amy wrestles with the heaviness of this groundbreaking occasion, she's compelled to defy reality with regards to her sentiments and the vulnerability of what lies ahead. Can she keep up with the existence she's worked at Heartland, or will this pregnancy follow her down ways she won't ever envision? Furthermore, in particular, who will remain close by during this troublesome excursion? Journey with Ty, Nathan, or perhaps both, as the story unfolds. The stakes rise higher, and the emotional toll on Amy continues to grow. She must navigate the complexities of love, loss, and her future, all while carrying the weight of a new life growing within her. The question of paternity might seem paramount, but Amy's true challenge is understanding what this pregnancy means for her heart and her future. The most pressing question of Heartland Season 19 looms large: who is the father of Amy's child? This isn't just about uncovering the paternity. It's about the emotional stakes, the relationships, and the choices Amy will be forced to make in the coming episodes. With Ty and Nathan as the possible fathers, the answer carries profound implications for Amy's journey. Ty Borden, Amy's first love, shared a bond with her unlike any other. He was there for her during the darkest moments of her life, and together they weathered unimaginable storms. After years of ups and downs, they found their way back to each other, building a life at Heartland. Ty wasn't just Amy's husband, he was the father of their daughter, Lindy. His untimely death left an unfillable void in Amy's heart, and the grief she experienced was unparalleled. Now, with the possibility that this child is Ty's, Amy is forced to confront the life they never had the chance to live. If the baby is Ty's, it's a bittersweet reminder of the future they lost, pulling Amy back into the grief she has worked so hard to overcome. It also raises the question: is Amy truly ready to let go of Ty, or does a part of her still hold on to the man she lost? Nathan's presence in Amy's life has been a steady anchor amidst the turbulence of her past. He entered when she was at a low point, offering quiet strength and balance, exactly what she needed. Unlike Ty, Nathan isn't tied to Amy's history, which makes their connection feel fresh and hopeful. He symbolizes a new beginning for Amy, a chance to heal and look forward to a future free from the weight of past grief. If the baby turns out to be Nathan's, it marks a new chapter for Amy, one where she can build a life unburdened by the shadow of Ty's memory. But Amy, deeply rooted in her past, hesitates to fully embrace this new love despite her growing feelings for Nathan. This pregnancy forces her to confront whether she's ready to move on or if her heart still belongs to the man she lost. The question of the baby's father isn't just about paternity, it's about the emotional turmoil Amy faces. Ty and Nathan represent two different paths for her. If the baby is Ty's, it's a bittersweet reminder of the life she had. If it's Nathan's, it presents an opportunity to embrace the future. The ripple effect of this pregnancy reaches beyond Amy, especially to Ty's family. Since Ty's death, his family has remained a constant in her life, helping her raise Lindy and cope with the loss. The news of her pregnancy will stir deep emotions, particularly for Ty's mother, Lily. Lily's bond with Amy has strengthened since Ty's passing. She's often been a guiding figure, helping Amy navigate life without Ty. If the baby is Ty's, Lily could feel a mix of joy and sorrow, cherishing the connection to her lost son while mourning the life that could have been. However, if the baby is Nathan's, it might cause tension. While she respects Nathan, the idea of Amy moving on with another man may be hard for her to accept. The identity of the father is more than just a plot point, it's a reflection of Amy's heart and her journey from past to future. As this revelation unfolds, it will shape the direction of Amy's life and the lives of those around her. Whether the father is Ty or Nathan, Amy's pregnancy will irrevocably alter the dynamics of Heartland. Lily may struggle to accept that Amy is starting a new life with Nathan while Ty's memory still looms large. This could create tension as both women navigate the complexities of Amy's evolving reality. Tim, Ty's father, adds another layer to the emotional equation. His relationship with Amy has been complex, especially early on. He never fully understood the bond between Amy and Ty, and their interactions were often fraught with tension. Over time, however, Tim has come to accept Amy as family and has even become close to Lindy, embracing his role as a grandfather. Tim's reaction to the pregnancy will be telling. If the baby is Ty's, Tim might feel a bittersweet sense of joy, a reminder of his son, bringing some comfort amidst the loss. Grief, however, could also bring painful memories of Ty's death back to the surface. If the baby is Nathan's, Tim may struggle with the idea of Amy moving on so completely. Having witnessed the depth of her grief after Ty's death, the thought of her having a child with Nathan might be hard for him to accept. He could see it as a betrayal or feel conflicted, torn between honoring Ty's memory and accepting Amy's new reality. This internal conflict could add significant emotional complexity to the story. For Lindy, the news of her mother's pregnancy will be a big adjustment. Having only known Ty and Amy as her parents, the idea of a new sibling, especially with an uncertain father, will likely create confusion. If the baby is Ty's, Lindy might feel a connection to her late father but also face the changing dynamics of her family. If the baby is Nathan's, Lindy might struggle to understand why her mother is moving on, particularly if she hasn't fully processed Ty's death. Amy will have to help Lindy navigate these emotions, which will be a challenging task. The reactions from Ty's family will heavily influence how Amy approaches her pregnancy. As the story unfolds, we'll see how these family dynamics evolve and how Amy's struggle between the past and the future plays out. Will Ty's family support her as she embraces this new chapter, or will their own grief and struggles overshadow their support? Regardless of the outcome, one thing is certain: this pregnancy is a turning point that will force everyone to confront their emotions, relationships, and the legacy of Ty Borden. Amy's journey through this unexpected pregnancy is about far more than the identity of the father. It's about her inner struggle and emotional growth as a woman who has already endured immense pain with the loss of her husband. The news of this pregnancy shakes her to her core. It's not just about preparing for a new baby, it's about reconciling with the ghosts of her past, her grief, and her hopes for the future. Amy's internal turmoil will be one of the central emotional arcs of this season, shaping not only her future but also the futures of those around her. As she navigates this emotional journey, viewers will see her confront her grief, guilt, and the possibility of new happiness, making decisions that will define her path forward. Amy's pregnancy brings both emotional and physical challenges, requiring her to navigate this transformative time carefully. Her feelings toward Nathan are complicated by the uncertainty surrounding the pregnancy. If the child is Nathan's, there's an opportunity to move forward as a family. However, Amy fears what that might mean for her emotional connection to Ty. Amy's ongoing grief creates an internal conflict. The idea of having a child with Nathan forces her to reconcile her loyalty to Ty with her new relationship. While she deeply cares for Nathan and values their bond, a part of her questions whether she's truly ready to start a new family with him. Having spent so much time mourning Ty's loss, this pregnancy tests her readiness to let go of the past. For Amy, the pregnancy becomes a test of her heart. Does she have room in it for Nathan in this new chapter, or will her memories of Ty overshadow her potential for happiness with someone else? Nathan, too, is likely to experience moments of doubt and confusion. While the thought of becoming a father might bring him joy, he may also wonder if Amy is fully ready for this level of commitment. Nathan knows that Amy's heart remains deeply tied to Ty, and he might feel insecure about the place he holds in her life. Does Amy see him as her partner or merely as someone helping her cope with Ty's absence? The delicate dynamic between Amy and Nathan is put to the test, forcing both of them to ask difficult questions about their future. Do they want the same things? Are they emotionally prepared to face the challenges ahead? A central question for viewers is whether Amy will remain at Heartland or leave. As she confronts the realities of motherhood and the uncertainty surrounding the child's paternity, Amy might begin to reconsider her life on the ranch. The emotional weight of the pregnancy, coupled with the complexities of her relationships, could lead her to question whether Heartland can continue to be her home. The decision to stay or leave isn't an easy one, especially since so much of Amy's identity is tied to the ranch and her loved ones. However, this pregnancy may push her to make choices that align with her emotional growth and aspirations for the future. Amy's journey could hinge on how she manages the new responsibilities that come with motherhood. Raising a child under such complicated circumstances may force her to rethink her priorities. Will she continue to run Heartland, or will her role evolve as she takes on the responsibilities of being a mother again? Amy's pregnancy isn't just a turning point for her, it also speaks to the future of Heartland and the legacy she wants to leave behind. As a mother to Lindy and potentially another child, Amy may feel a renewed sense of urgency to secure the ranch's future for the next generation. she could be motivated to create a legacy that not only honors Ty but also reflects her own growth and the values she holds dear. This pregnancy will deeply affect Lindy as well. The mother-daughter bond has always been central to the story, and now Lindy faces the challenge of adjusting to the idea of a new sibling. How will this change affect her relationship with Amy and the rest of the family? Lindy, who has already experienced the pain of losing her father, might feel both excitement and confusion about the prospect of a new addition to the family. As they navigate this transition, Lindy's development will parallel Amy's own journey toward embracing the future. The ripple effect of Amy's pregnancy will extend beyond her immediate family to the larger Heartland community. The ranch has always been more than just a home, it's a place where relationships are formed and lives intertwine. Jack, Lisa, Ty's parents, and the rest of the Heartland family will all be impacted by this new chapter in Amy's life. Jack, as a grandfather, will find his role tested in new ways. He may have concerns about the future of Heartland and whether Amy is prepared to carry on Ty's legacy. Meanwhile, Lisa, who has always been a pillar of support, may struggle with the arrival of a new baby while still processing the loss of Ty. Each character's response to the pregnancy will vary, but all will be shaped by the profound changes it brings to Amy's life. On a larger scale, this pregnancy introduces new opportunities for storytelling within the Heartland universe. The arrival of a baby could bring fresh dynamics, whether through evolving relationships, the ranch's future, or the introduction of new characters. The challenges of running a family-operated ranch will continue to evolve, and Amy, along with the entire Heartland family, will need to adapt to this next chapter in their lives. While the pregnancy is a deeply personal journey for Amy, it also marks a pivotal moment for the show's legacy. For longtime viewers, it's a reminder that Heartland is not only about family, love, and healing but also about life's inevitable changes. Amy's pregnancy will serve as a catalyst for personal growth and transformation, not just for her but for everyone in her orbit. It sets the stage for a new chapter in the Heartland story, one filled with joy, challenges, and a renewed sense of family. As the season progresses, Amy's pregnancy will undoubtedly redefine her relationships, challenge her emotional resilience, and shape the future of Heartland. For fans who have followed her journey through love, loss, and growth, this new chapter represents both an ending and a beginning, a chance to honor the past while embracing the possibilities of the future. The choices Amy makes will not only determine her own path but will also influence the lives of everyone around her, from her daughter Lindy to Nathan, Jack, and the rest of the Heartland family. Through joy and heartbreak, viewers will witness the strength and love that have always been at the heart of this story, proving once again that life's greatest challenges often lead to its most profound rewards. As this transformative chapter unfolds, Heartland reminds us that family is not just where we come from but also where we grow. Whether Amy stays on the ranch or ventures into uncharted territory, one thing is certain: the legacy of Heartland will continue to thrive, rooted in love, resilience, and the unbreakable bonds that hold us together. As Amy stood on the porch of Heartland, the golden hues of the setting sun casting a warm glow over the ranch, she felt a deep sense of peace. The journey to this moment had been anything but easy, filled with grief, uncertainty, and emotional battles, but through it all, she had discovered strength she never knew she had. With Lindy by her side, holding her hand tightly, and Nathan standing just a few steps behind, Amy realized that her heart had room for both the memories of her past and the hopes for her future. Ty's love would always be a part of her, a foundation upon which she had built her life. But now, she was ready to embrace a new chapter, one filled with love, family, and the promise of new beginnings. As the wind whispered through the trees and the horses grazed in the distance, Amy looked out at the land she had always called home. No matter what challenges lay ahead, she knew she was surrounded by the people who loved her and a place that had always nurtured her spirit. Heartland wasn't just a ranch, it was a testament to resilience, healing, and love. As Amy took a deep breath, cradling her growing belly, she smiled, ready to face the future with courage and an open heart. In the midst of life's uncertainties, she had found her greatest strength: her family, her home, and the enduring legacy of hope.